Right, back in the workshop, another day on the golf. One of the last videos you've seen, I was bleeding the brake system and I had a sticky nipple, so I now have a new one. Where are you? There. And this one is the gnarled up one. Will it focus? There we go. So I've not filmed how I've got that loose, but it was using some tiny little Stilsons and a hammer and some sockets. So luckily I can get that all changed, bleed brakes up, and then we can actually start what I want to get done today. So I thought I'd start it now so you could see that I did actually replace it. Nice one, so I now can bleed the last bit of the brake system. So I'll get my glamorous assistant, and I'm not going to film that just because she's seen it in the last one. I don't want to make this one too long. Right, so bled all the brakes up. Next up, sticking to the brakes, is to replace pads. So the front, because I had the brake fade, I'm just going to change the pads. I'll keep the Willwoods, but I've gone with Frodo Racing. I think these are DS 3000s maybe. Ran them before, DS 3000s, ran them before. Pretty good on the ring, and I'll keep them others as spares and Willwoods. It's just so I've got a proven setup. I know exactly what's what. So you've seen me change these, but well, cue the time lapse. One second, let me just put this rod back in here. front brakes done. They weren't worn out. You've seen me change them in Germany. So move on to the rears, because the rears are about toast, so they're next. You can see me, got to take the caliper off. I know you see me just put that on. We're doing the new nipple, but just wanted to close that one job off before I start a new one, so got to take these bolts off. I found my favourite tool out, which is good. Emotional, I didn't video, but this little bit here, some unknown reason, ay fuck off, so much sharp on that one. They're on all of them. I just had to cut them off. That's why it was taking forever to get them to fit. Oh, and in other news, my caliper line back tool, we also modified that. Hopefully the other side is a lot easier, so they're well gone. So this is what we've got. We've got an oil filter, fresh oil, and some engine flush. Some people don't like engine flush, others swear by it. I like it. I've done it to every car I've had, and touch wood, not had any real problems. All you do, pop it in, start it up, let it get up to temperature, and then drain your oil as you would. So I'm going to put this in, connect my battery, and start it up. Put my fans on because I'm just going to walk around to let that warm up a little bit so it won't overheat or get up to operating temperature and just sit there. So yeah, I'll check that with you when it's all nice and toasty. Right, you can tell that we're having a good summer. It's raining. I've warmed the engine up, you know, it's pretty toasty. I hate this bit because I always burn my hand. But I've got a crate, I don't know what you're going to call it, to drain oil in. It's one of the oil catch things. Yeah, so I'll go dig that out, crawl under the car and see what's what. Every time. So if you can hear me, it's got a magnetic pickup on it, and that's what it gets. Gonna let that drain. The reason that I also want to do an oil change, not just because it's due, I believe it's leaking from the hybrid sump plate, so I've got that to remove. I'll show you it all, explain it all, but that's one of the reasons. Right, so while that's draining, we'll swap out the oil filter. So oil filter I run, it's off a loop, I believe. You know which one it is because it's got the hex at the bottom. Reason I run this one, it's the only one that fits. A full length one doesn't fit, so I've got that. While I'm down there, I'm led to believe that this is easier to fit whilst the oil filter's off, and that is a crank pulse sensor or crank position sensor, whatever you want to call it. So right, hopefully do them too if I can get you in somewhere to see. Right, flattering angle. Underneath the car, it looks like I've had a bit of an oil leak from here. Don't look very clever. So the filter just there, hopefully you can see it. So I've just got that to remove. Right. Can't for the life of me find where that sensor goes. So that's another day. On with the oil filter. Remember, put a little bit of oil on the rubber seal. You'll thank your future self. So yeah, back under the car. Right, all nice and tight. So as I mentioned earlier, off with the great big hybrid sump, which is, I hope you can see this bit. So this is steel, the side bit's aluminium. All it is, it just means it's a little bit shallower so I don't rag it on the track. So I'll just need to get some bits for that and undo all them.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with.
So got the sump off, took some doing, cleaned it up, looking all fresh. Just going to put some instant gasket sealer on it, then leave that, clean underneath, and then bolt it all up. Should be sweet as a nuts.
These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey,
so that is bolted on. I've just got to torque it with my torque wrench because we're going into our late. I don't want to sort of just guess it, so that's what's up next. That's all that tightened up. I didn't use torque wrench because it didn't feel right. Don't want to strip the threads, so I've got the sump plug. I've got to put that back in and then we can go back up top and fill it up with oil.
Disgusted with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain.
Right, so silicone should have cured now, so I'm just gonna put the oil in. I've got some Shell 540, just picked it up, it was cheap, it was bound to get one free, so hey, got a free oil change. So I'm just gonna barrel that all in. Keep checking dipstick and then start up just to make sure it goes all the way around the system, just to make sure it's all through there and we've got the right amount of oil in. So yeah, that's next. Right, that's the oil filled up. Forgot to record the oil pouring, you know what it looks like. So I'm just going to start the car, just pump it round and just make sure it's on the dipstick once it's been round everywhere, because we've had obviously a fair few bits off, but there is a big old oil cooler to fill. So yeah, I'll just start it up and see how it is. Right, just check the dipstick, see how it is. Yeah, bang on the money. Right, so oil change done, brakes all sorted. All I've got is a thermostat and the top mount, and then we should be ready for track day or Germany. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. It's took me all day, so I really don't know what I filmed. So yeah, cheers guys.